Anyway, let's take a look at the Mega, not Mega Blocks, not Mega Constructs, simply Mega, like Lego is one word. Smash and Crash. Okay, this is a different piece than, I don't know if they were originally, no, okay. It's wrapped around from this part of the box. I thought they glued it on later. 84 pieces is all this is? Huh. Okay, so this was $11.99 at Hobby Lobby. And before you think, wow, Hobby Lobby is really overpriced, actually, this is pretty cheap for some of these. You usually see these for like $13 at Dollar General, which I know is not any cheaper. And every time I sit down, there's like a bug flying around me. All right, so it looks like they also come with different play sets. Like there's the red van, the green one. There's not really names on the back of the box, but it's Mega Unboxed. So I guess you can get your instructions there if you don't have them. Pieces fly off on impact. Pull back and go. And yeah, it appears there are 4 different ones in this. I'm not sure if I get this piece, this piece, this piece, or no piece. I don't know. It doesn't show a picture of it. Or maybe this is completely separate. Like I said, I don't really know. I found this for $11.99. I thought that's a pretty good deal, to be honest with you. If you want to know the UPC, it's right there. All right, so we got little figures right here. All right, let's get this out of the box and let's get it going. Now, if you don't know, the Mega Constructs figures are smaller than Lego figures. Well, sorry, the Mega figures. The Mega Constructs figures like Halo, those are bigger and better. One bag, a bag of wheels, a bag with a figure, and the instructions are flat. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. All right, I'm so glad to get this is flat instead of not flat. Whew. All right, so we get a bag of wheels, which might as well go ahead and rip those out and put them over to the side. And you're thinking, well, I want to see them. I will show them. All right, I like how it's got the Nickelodeon splat all over the gack. It's translucent, which is kind of cool. It's a very interesting concept. Makes it look a little bit more toyish, though. All right, here's the figure. Okay, with some of the translucent and, I don't know, special pieces maybe. Here's the tiny little figure, and he is actually translucent too. His helmet is translucent. His arms are not like Lego arms. They go out and around 360 degrees. His arms go all the way up like that. His hands are, swivel jointed. His waist, they do have swivel waist, okay, because sometimes I think they don't. All right, so his legs, they just go forward. They have the grip on the bottom of them so they can sit down, and they go back that far. So not bad. All right, so we got a lot of pieces we're about to dump into here. But it doesn't sound like that's many pieces. It's only like, what, 83 pieces? But you gotta remember, it's about 84 large pieces. These are a little bit larger. This is for ages 5 and up. Plus they have a big, huge motor piece. So you can't always go by piece count, because with younger sets, their piece count's a lot smaller, but the pieces are bigger. And sometimes they have like special features like this, which will be the pull back, and I think you pull it back and let it go, I hope. All right, so I'm gonna put that over to the side. First off, we start off with the chassis right here. We get these two 3x3 green plates, and I'm guessing they go right there because it kind of shows all the way they do it is different. The blue dots mean that those are going to be covered in case like you were going to hang it off the end, then it'd be green dots right there because that would be the color of the thing. So it's a little different. Sometimes I just have to look at the next picture to figure out what exactly it's want me to do, because it's a little bit harder to use sometimes. All right, so if you're building this for yourself or for your children, just remember that that's something you got to pay attention to. All right, the black piece goes right here for this next one, and then all right, this might be a harder piece to find because it's like that, but not like this one. It's got to be in the middle. So here it is. So I'm not sure if, how many of you out there are buying this for yourself or if you're buying it for your kids. But I don't know if kids still play with Legos, because it seems like all they do now is, statistically speaking, they do a lot of just smoking and drinking and playing Call of Duty. yeah, I still enjoy doing innocent fun things like this. All right, so step 4 is just these 2 things and that's it. It's just like pretty much 1 step at a time. And it's not complicated. Like I'm used to way more complicated than this, I know. I'm sure you are too. But I think the ultimate thing is getting to the end of this, because I think these are fun little vehicles. Okay, this piece goes right here, like that. So it's not so much that I like complicated builds, I just like what the end result is. Okay, step number 6 involves 2 3x1 greens. If I can get it to go flat. And then 3x1 yeller. Very, very bright colors. It's like a frog. Okay, this piece right here will go, for some reason, I don't know why we had to do the 2 to 1 then, I guess. Whoops. Still don't understand why I had to do that, but oh well. All right, and then the next piece we got to use for this one is a 3x1 green right here. And then a 2x1 right here, like that. All right, on this next thing, we're gonna build a steering wheel. The steering wheels on these were weird. They're not like I'm used to. First off, you use this piece instead of the, I guess they can't use the chassis that they normally would use. Maybe Lego complained that it's too much like theirs. I don't know. All right, so step number 8 is just building the steering wheel and the around it. All right, here's where you put all the wheel wells on. There's actually 3 different types, so you gotta pay close attention to this. The front ones are just circular, so it's not that one, it's this one. So, okay, like this. And so these are semicircles on the front. The back ones, however, okay, so one of these pieces is more bent down. That one is the one that goes forward. Okay, so that means that, yeah, see how this one is? It's a little bent down right there. That's the piece that goes forward on those. Okay, this next one, we just use 2 of the little teeny tiny green ones to fill it in. All right, on step number 11, we got a black piece right here that's going to cover up all this. And then a long 5x1 green piece that's going to go actually right here. I was about to think it's going to go on the other part. Okay, I feel like I skipped a step because I did step number 11. There, sometimes the pages get stuck together. Be careful of that. All right, step number 12. All right, we got a 3x1 smooth piece to go on top of the steering area. And then a green 2x1 goes right here. The other one that I was showing you earlier, it actually is on the other one. So it goes right here, like that. This next part, okay, so there's 2 pieces that look very similar, but they're not the same. This is the left door, or would be a left door if it opened, like that. This is the right one, the Gunkster. I wonder if that's actually, I don't remember. I don't collect the monster trucks and Hot Wheel cars, so I don't know if this is a real Hot Wheel car that they're just making into a Lego one, like the Bone Shaker and things like that. I do know those. Step number 14, we got the green pieces going on this part, the 3x1s, and then going behind them is the 2x1 smooth flat top piece, like this, and this. And there goes my cat starting to meow. I knew as soon as I sit down he'd be meowing. I thought he would be like wanting to come in out of the heat, but this is Goldilocks' meow. I can tell the difference in their meows. Plus, there's actually only one cat inside right now. I thought I saw Tom up the road when I left out earlier. I was like, he better not be going up the road. I don't want him going anywhere. I want him to stay on this road and over across the road, be fine. But going up the road, there's too many unknown elements up there. I don't feel comfortable with my cat being up there. All right, so this next thing looks like little shark fins. So this one goes right here. And then the inverse of it goes on the other side, right here. Okay, that's step number 16. Step number 17, we can finally put that down. The book is square bound, so it's hard to keep the pages open. We're going to be building one of the fenders, I suppose, probably the exploding piece. So we got to build this part, then this, and then there it is. This piece goes on the bottom. Make sure it's top. One time, this part right here is on top. So you got to know that before you put this on here. On the top part of this, we got to put the grill and then the headlights, which are, it looks like they're smoke color on the picture. I don't have any smoke color ones underneath my face right now, so I'm going to have to assume they're the clear ones. So maybe they were going with smoke and they changed their mind at the last minute. All right, so that's step number 18. All right, these pages really do stick together. Step number 19 is putting it in right here. Okay, because I thought it was gonna be some kind of mechanism. Step number 20 is to just bridge this right here, so it locks it into place, sort of. All right, step 21, we're putting in some kind of weird plate that's obviously a trigger plate with the slope. So it goes right here. So, see how that works? I've never built one of these. I'm just, going at it, so I'm doing it. So, just finding it interesting. Step 22, you just put those two pieces on. Step 23, okay, now we finally got a lot of pieces. All right, we got the hood going on. It's this piece. It appears it just goes right here. All right, and then behind it, all right, hold on. So this piece right here, there's 3 on a yellow right here, and then these little teeny pieces go on it, but I'm sure they're gonna have to spell out a word because there's letters on here, so I don't know. Let me arrange it first before I, nope. Okay, it's called a Gunkster, so Gunkster like that. I guess this is what's going to explode. Otherwise, why would you make 3 little small pieces when you can make just one? Like Gunkster. And that piece right here goes on the gray like that. Nope. Okay, so that's where you have to pay attention. Like, see, on here, the blue is showing 3 things here, but I can't tell if it's this. But then I looked on the next picture and like, nope. So it doesn't make it clear which piece is actually going to go onto the gray right here. So always look ahead, and like I just did, I just proved how you don't do it. Okay, so it goes right here. Okay, so that's how it goes. All right, the next step, we got these side pieces that go on right here, here, and then 2 by 1 little yellow pieces to kind of fill in the little gaps right here. Like a bug's biting me from the skeeters. All right, step number 25, we got the yellow pieces filling in back here in the back. As we listen to my cat meow and meow and meow. He's not got the most annoying meow though. Goldie likes his sweet kitty. Tom, however. All right, that's step number 25. Okay, I skipped some pages because they're stuck together. 25 was the last page number. All right, so step number 26, we're going to be using a long piece like this and this to build the back of the window, the back window. I guess they have such a small amount of connection between them because they want them to explode on impact. And then the windshield goes right here. And then on step number 28, we have the top going on right here. And for some reason, it's really hard to get that on there. And then the scoop on top of that. Okay, the air scoop. All right, that's step number 28. Step 29, we're gonna put the rear end on it. So we gotta put this Hot Wheels logo on the bottom and the word Gunkster on the top. Although I guess it doesn't really matter if you get them backed up. That looks like the tailgate. All right, in step number 30, we're going to finally put the... Okay, I was about to say, I'm doing this wrong because I don't know how that's going to fit, but yeah, it does fit. Right there. And then this piece right there goes on the back. Whew, that is really high off the ground. I'd be afraid to drive in something like this. It appears I have 2 extra pieces. Yeah, no, I was thinking, what if it goes right here? Then what does this piece go to? I'll probably end up putting, oh, and I got a yellow piece that's not been used, so it's fine. Usually the little teeny tiny pieces, they'll come with extras just in case they get lost or swallowed or whatever. Okay, so now the tires. So I personally, I don't know if they are all going to be the same direction, but I like the V to go forward because it pushes the water off to the side in real life. Okay, these are opposite. And this one goes on this side. See, down here at the beach, you may think that, oh, you don't have to put up with snow. No, not normally. This is the first year. But when it rains, it has nowhere to go because we are on flat land down here. So you just got to take it easy before you hydroplane. All right, step number 2. And then you can put your little figure in. All right, then send it sailing. So it's funny. I'm about to wreck this, and I don't have I can't tell if this is a male or female, but I guess it's going to wreck, so it's a female. Kidding, calm down. I know some of you mothers out there are like, what? How dare you? Nah, most of the mothers like, let the dads do this. But if you are a mother that's putting this together and following along, let me know in the comments. Just curious. And then, understand, I just make it a joke. That's it. Just a joke. That's all. All right. Oh, good. It is the pullback type. See? So, it didn't explode that time. It didn't have enough force. All right, ready? Didn't do it. Okay, so let's imagine that we wreck. See what it does? It pushes that up. So not quite the explosive action we see on the front, but I'm okay with that because it's not really my play feature that I personally care about. The things that I like about this and the reason I bought this, number 1, the price wasn't bad. Number 2, it's got a pullback motor. I absolutely love pullback motors ever since I was a kid. Number 3, the tires are massively huge, rubber and translucent. So those are 3 things. And the figure. The figure's really cool. Overall, it's a really cool looking vehicle. All right, so let me know if this is something you picked up, and did you pick it up for yourself or for your children or your grandchildren? All right, just curious. I know a lot of us adult collectors, we usually steer clear of this stuff because, I don't know, it's too colorful, but I like it. If you don't like colorful, here's one that's not colorful. I'll be doing this one later. Have a great day.